potentially the whole year. It's LaSalle College High School, the number 5 ranked team in the state of Pennsylvania, against St. Joe's Prep, the returning state champions. Bob Long here for Bob Long Sports, and alongside me is Nick Leuzzi of WSJP Broadcasting, a joint effort here tonight. So excited to be alongside with you, Nick, along with Brock Harris helping us out on camera, both students at St. Joe's Prep, and a great combined effort here tonight, and hopefully the game follows suit. This should be a really good one here, Nick.
It definitely should be, Bob. Thank you for having me on Bob Long Sports. Great to be here and show what Prep and LaSalle can do together. Just as they are brothers on the field, we are brothers here, as you are an alumni and I'm a student here at the Prep. You know, it's a brisk night here. That might come into some handiness, you know, catching the ball. Your hands might be a little cold, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe the run game will be a little more useful.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing both offenses and defenses, how they're going to adjust to each other. This LaSalle team has started off the season 3-0 on the year, Nick, and they've challenged themselves in each of the games that they've played. They went up to Delaware Valley in their second game of the season and came from behind to win that one. The first game against Manheim Township, they had 2 quarterbacks splitting snaps. Alan Paterzo gets hurt. Gavin Daly, he steps up, leads the team to victory. And then the third game against Downingtown East, a physical game where they dominated at the offensive and defensive line level, able to get to 3-0. But they take on their biggest rival here tonight, St. Joe's Prep, as mentioned, reigning state champions, and a lot of physicality on that side of the football. I think this is going to be so interesting here. A real litmus test for this LaSalle team. Where exactly are they in the hierarchy of high school football in Pennsylvania right now?
Yeah, it's always a great testament of what the teams have to offer for that given year. Last year, they opened up PCL play again against each other at Wissahickon High School, where the Prep did come out on top, but it was a good game through in and throughout. That both teams, they did not stop fighting till the end. So that's always something good to look at.
Just about ready for football here on Bob Long Sports and the WSJP joint production here tonight. St. Joe's Prep will start with Kyle McCord at quarterback, a senior on his way to Ohio State next year. Noble House will start at running back. Josh Barlow will not play. Marvin Harrison Jr., Samir Hagens, the starting wide receivers, with Malik Cooper lining up in the slot. He can also set up outside. Cade Rooney, Brad Harris, George Reinhardt, Maximus Fisher, Julian Cervantes, and Alec Treadway along the offensive line, with Rooney starting at tight end. Santiago Sterla will kick it deep for LaSalle, dressed in the road white uniforms, gold helmets, blue pants, St. Joe's Prep, maroon helmets with gray all the way down. Samir Hagens and Malik Cooper back deep to receive. And the most anticipated game in football will be underway after a penalty to get things started, a legal procedure called against LaSalle, offside. And that's a newer role here at the high school level, Nick, where they stop that in their tracks, whereas in the past and at the pro level you've seen in the past where they'd let that play out and then let the receiving team make their decision. But in an effort to limit some contact, they're going to just back them up 5 yards and do it again.
Definitely a lot better for the physicality aspect. You don't want guys just getting hit for the fun of it and possibly getting injured, especially if it's on a play that could have been prevented as a dead ball prior to the installment of the run.
Sterla with a really solid leg. He can kick it deep and has been able to do so. He pooched the first one, and that one is launched deep. And some miscommunication. Cooper's going to come up with it, and LaSalle has it bottled up.
Unfortunate by Samir Hagens there, dropping the ball, but Malik Cooper was there right away to pick it up and gain a good amount of yardage, about 10 there for the Hawks.
Out to the 26-yard line.
Kyle McCord and the
LaSalle's front 4, Darnell Dengo, Brett Patrick Troy, Timothy Barrett, and Paul Jennings out there first. McCord under center for St. Joe's Prep, and now they'll throw the wrinkle, going 4 wide with a running back in the backfield. That's Blaine Bunch. McCord straight back. LaSalle got good pressure, but he slides away, and it's caught across the middle. Marvin Harrison brings it down.
Great job by McCord there with his elusiveness to get away from the oncoming LaSalle defender, step in front, and make a dot straight down to Marvin Harrison on that slant route. Excuse me.
Nice job by Brock Harris on camera getting that one as well, as a deep pass down the middle takes St. Joe's Prep inside LaSalle territory to the 34. Faking the give, and again it's Harrison across the middle. Lined up and dropped there by Brennan Miller.
Pass complete.
Another first down for St. Joe's Prep. It looked like they got about 10 and a half.
Great quick throw by McCord there to Harrison on another slant route to gain about 10 to 15 yards there.
They line it up at the 21-yard line, 1st and 10. Samir Higgins in motion. Another one across the middle, caught by Higgins, reaching across the 5, just inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line, 1st down.
There's a little bit more pressure there by the LaSalle defensive line, making McCord throw that off a little faster than he may have needed to prior. But he got the pass down, Higgins got the catch, and they're now in pretty good position to get this touchdown about the 10.
A whistle there. Looked like LaSalle across the line, offside against the Explorers. Half the distance to the goal, it'll remain 1st down and goal to go.
That's definitely something that's always big in high school sports and a big factor in every game, penalties. You can't have a lot. LaSalle now too with only not even 2 minutes into the game.
The give is right up the middle. Looked like Goodman and got about halfway there.
Noble House.
Now Noble House got the carry instead, number 21.
Chris Thompson.
First run play by the Hawks tonight. Very good, positive one. See what we're going to do on 2nd down.
A diamond look. 3 backs in the backfield. It's House again. And he does come up just short of the goal line. 3rd down and goal to go from inside the 2-yard line.
House gained about a yard on that play. Saw the little bit of gap in the offensive and defensive lines on the right and took it up.
3rd down.
Same look here, Nick. They're going to move quickly. 3rd down, goal to go inside the 2. House one more time. Moves through, and he's in there. Touchdown, St. Joe's Prep. 3 rushes inside the 10-yard line, and he punches it in.
Great job by the Prep's offensive line there, blocking, giving Noble House yet again another path to run through and score the 1-yard touchdown.
Antonio Chada will come on to attempt the extra point. Movement there. They'll blow this dead for the false start.
False start against St. Joe's.
Another look there. So they'll push them back, but from what I've seen, Nick, and you know Chada a little bit better than we do here, but no issue for his leg. A very strong kicker here for the St. Joe's Prep team for the last few years.
Definitely not. Very good PAT kicker, field goal kicker, kickoff, has a lot of touchbacks.
The kick is up, and the kick is good. St. Joe's Prep leads 7-0 here over LaSalle. 9:33 to play here in the 1st quarter.
Definitely a quick touchdown, not even 3 minutes into the game, Bob, which is exactly what you want to see from the opening drive. The Hawks came right down the field. They had their game plan. They knew what they needed to do, and they executed it beautifully.
Once again, you're watching Bob Long Sports coverage of Philadelphia Catholic League football in a joint production with WSJP. Nick Leuzzi, a junior in the class of 2021. Or are you a senior now? Senior now. Oh, man. So time flies. You're in your last campaign at St. Joe's Prep, but on with us for the broadcast here on Bob Long Sports. Many thanks to both Chris Carabello and Bill Avington, who did a great job putting this together on the respective sides, as well as Dan DiBerardinis and Joe Parisi, the respective athletic directors of each school. And we've been looking forward to this for a while here, Nick. And, well, we'll see. LaSalle going to get the football now and see if this game can deliver to the hype. Chata will kick it deep. Back deep to receive Ryan Moore and Justin Machida. It'll be Moore to take it out from his own goal line. And St. Joe's Prep all over it. Got out to about the 11-yard line. That was it.
Ryan Moore.
Great job by the Hawks there to get down the field pretty quickly and be able to get the tackle down at good yardage for their defense.
And Jeremiah Trotter, number 54, in there on the stop as well. He'll start at middle linebacker for the St. Joe's Prep team, but not too proud to get down there on special teams as well. An athlete going to Clemson next year. Excited to see his future in the game of football. Here's Gavin Daly. And as LaSalle has done every game this year, they leave the left guard spot open for Isaiah Turner. And everybody rises to their feet here at Cardinal O'Hara. Tragically lost just before the season started. And they elect to take that penalty and line up with him in spirit on that offensive line. And St. Joe's Prep, with a good piece of sportsmanship, they decline that penalty. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Explorers. 3 backs in the backfield, 1 receiver to the near side. And now they'll throw a little wrinkle at St. Joe's Prep. And they lost the football. Gavin Daly, the ball is still loose, and St. Joe's Prep jumped on it. One more look. Gavin Daly just never able to control the snap on this one. And the ball's going to be lying right behind his left foot. Kind of a delayed reaction there by St. Joe's Prep, and then they are able to fall on it. So not the start you wanted if you're LaSalle.
Definitely not. You know, as we say, you have to come back with just as much that the other team is putting forth. Prep came right down, and personally, I thought LaSalle had the possibility of doing the same, marching down the other way. Unfortunate turn of events for LaSalle there, that the Prep defense was able to give high pressure on that left side.
And the defense now has to come up with a stop within the shadow of their own goalpost inside the 5-yard line. Noble House. Now they'll fake the give and throw to the outside. He was looking for Samir Hagens. Just a bit behind him. It'll be 2nd down and goal.
Yet another slant route by the Hawks. Just a little wide, as you said, Bob, from Samir Hagens' reach, but nothing that can be fixed on the next play.
See if they go right back to House. He already has 1 touchdown. 3 touches inside the 5 already. This time it is House bouncing to the inside, spinning forward, and he is going to be kept out of the end zone. 3rd down and goal again.
Great job by the LaSalle defense to stop House right before scoring the touchdown on the 1-yard line.
See if they're up to the task again. 8:47 to play. 3rd and goal from the 1. Noble House, he'll walk into the end zone. Touchdown, St. Joe's Prep. And before LaSalle gets their 2nd snap of the evening, the Hawks lead 13-0, ready to tack on 1 more.
Yet another great job by the Hawks offensive line, giving House that breathing room to just run through easily into the end zone.
Antonio Chata for the point after. It's a 14-point lead, just like that for St. Joe's Prep. 8:39 to play here in the first quarter. And this portion of today's game is brought to you by our friends at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Fox and Roach Realtors, Carrie Guerin Boyle, and Jim McLaughlin, 2 wonderful real estate agents that have helped me and my wife in our pursuit and purchase of a new home. And they were total pros throughout the entire process, both with great connections. Carrie has had sons go through LaSalle. Jim McLaughlin is as connected as it gets in the LaSalle community. and again is a good friend of ours and a proud supporter of LaSalle Athletics and what we do here at Bob Long Sports. So if you're looking to buy a new house, or maybe that's a beach house you've been looking to find your getaway place at, these are the folks to go to. Check out their information on the bottom of this graphic. That's Carrie Garenboyle and Jim McLaughlin at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Fox and Roach Realtors. Again, Justin Machida and Ryan Moore back deep to receive for LaSalle. St. Joe's Prep covered the first kickoff excellently, and this one might be into the end zone as it bounces on one hop into the O'Hara here at Cardinal O'Hara High School, the turf field in Delaware County, and LaSalle offense will get started once again with Gavin Daly and Sam Brown in the backfield.
See what LaSalle can do here. They definitely have a lot of ground to make up, being down 14 only a couple minutes into the game. But, you know, the game's never over until that final whistle blows. So see what LaSalle can do here and make their power and source be known in this game.
Daly will come out under center. And they'll give it to Sam Brown off to the right, and that was stacked up. 8 in the box for St. Joe's Prep.
Sam Brown.
And they were there for the super junior here for this LaSalle team. Sam Brown, a guy with high D1 looks all over the place, and a guy who is going to play on Saturdays, no doubt about it, at a high level. See what he can do tonight against this staunch front 8, as it turns out at times, for the St. Joe's Prep team.
Great vision by Sam Brown there to take it to his right and gain a few yards before being tackled by David Watson.
Machida comes in motion. Now Daly, pressured, has to get rid of it, throws it for Sam Brown, and he was nearly lit up there by Jeremiah Trotter.
Daly's pass is incomplete.
Could have been, well, it certainly was dangerous. Could have been worse as well than the incompletion that it was.
Great job by Daly there to at least get outside of the pocket, roll to his right, near side to us, and try and at least find someone downfield, that being Sam Brown, just out of his arm's reach.
I think a smart play by Jeremiah Trotter as well. I say he could have lit him up. Yes, he could have. That was also defenseless receiver type territory, so I think a really smart play by the senior. Now Daly fires to the outside. It'll be low. He was pressured in the backfield and was taken down.
Pass is incomplete. Strong rush.
Nick Jagadich, the defensive end.
Nick Jagadich.
It'll be 4th down, and LaSalle will have to punt. It'll be Santiago Sturla to kick it deep. Samir Hagens with his heels on the 46.
Santiago Sturla on to punt. Samir Hagens is deep for St. Joe's.
Sturla. That kick will come up a little bit short. Take a LaSalle bounce and out of bounds across the 50-yard line. And they're going to spot it right on the halfway mark here.
Definitely a good enough punt by Sturla there to get the ball out of LaSalle's pretty deep into their own zone and have the Hawks at least go half the field here.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's not a bad point, right? Kicking to the boundary is not a bad idea with a guy like Samir Hagens back there. He can take it back with the best of them. Two running backs in the backfield. It's House along with Harrison actually lined up in the backfield. Now he'll split to the outside. McCord over the middle. That's Samir Hagens spinning at the 35, inside the 30, and pulled down there by Jalen Hanton, the cornerback for LaSalle.
Great look by McCord there to see Hagens to his left, our near side. A good portion down the field. And great for the LaSalle to get right on top of him right away, not gain too much, about 2 yards after the reception.
LaSalle has to quickly get back to it as St. Joe's Prep is up to the line, and now they'll turn and look to the bench. They got a good look at LaSalle's defensive look. They give us to Noble House, who spins forward for a gain of about 3 yards. Timothy Barrett in there on the stop for the Explorers.
To the 25. Stop by Tim Barrett.
One more look. Pretty good seal there from the guard and left, the center and the left guard. But then Barrett came up to make the play, able to shed his block. Second down, and they call it 6. 6 minutes, 37 seconds to play first quarter. St. Joe's Prep on their third offensive drive of the night. Noblehouse again, bounces to the outside. And Sean McFadden in there on the stop for the Explorers, right at about the line to gain. Call it 5 or 6, and it'll be close.
Great job by both teams there. House getting out to his left through the offensive line, but also great job by LaSalle by eating him up and getting a good stop there, not having any more yards after contact.
Yeah, but a mistake there from the LaSalle defense. St. Joe's Prep got right up to the line, feigning a quarterback sneak, a simple hard count, and the right side of that defensive line jumped for LaSalle. Offside, it'll be a first down for the Hawks.
St. Joe's first down.
LaSalle's third penalty tonight. Definitely a factor only halfway through the first quarter.
Now watch the middle of the field here. Cooper and Harrison, they do have a safety over that way. Instead, they'll give it to House. House on the near side, and Sean McFadden. A nice wrap-up tackle, number 34 for the Explorers.
Noblehouse on the carry.
Great job by McFadden there to get up on Noblehouse very quickly and not have any more yards after their contact, after they meet each other on the near side.
McFadden, a super sophomore. You'll see him play sometimes at the running back position, but his role at outside linebacker, his speed and combination of power as well, has been something that head coach John Steinmetz, who runs the defense, has been very impressed with. Right up the gut, and LaSalle meets him. No gain.
Salle definitely, personally, I think that they did see that one come in, have gone to House many times tonight, the Hawks, including the past 2 plays. So 3 in a row, maybe look for a pass play here because they need the touchdown on third down.
Pat Troy, the defensive tackle, came up with the stop. It's third down and 6, under 5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. And seemingly another important third down for this LaSalle defense. St. Joe's Prep was able to convert 3rd and goal twice. Now 3rd and 6 from just inside the 15. McCord floating it. It's caught inside the 10-yard line. That'll be a first down. Caught by number 22, Blaine Bunch.
Great job by the junior running back there to get outside, near side to us here in the stands and get that first down for the Hawks, putting them in very good positioning.
Well, Malik Cooper ran a little slant route, which took Jalen Hanton with him, and then just the kick out there was wide open. That's a tipped ball. Again, McFadden, he's been everywhere. This time gets in the backfield, trying to will this LaSalle defense to a stop.
The offensive line has to do better with McFadden. He's getting through now 3 plays on just out of the last 4, giving that great pressure that you want to see in a defensive linebacker.
Second down, goal to go. Looks to be about the 5-yard line. Noblehouse, he's in the backfield. He's got 2 touchdowns already. This time, another crossing pattern, a bit too high and wide, but a flag does come in. It was intended for Samir Higgins, went off the fingertips, and we'll await the call. It's going to go against St. Joe's Prep.
Flag on the play, holding against St. Joe's.
Pressure by the LaSalle defense forced McCord to throw that quickly just over Samir Higgins, just out of his reach a little bit, off the fingertips of Higgins there in the end zone.
Now, again, decision time here for LaSalle, but I don't think it's much of a decision at all. 3rd and goal from the 4, or 2nd down and goal from the 14. Granted, you don't want to give this offense any extra snaps, but I think the difference from being 3rd and goal at the 4, which is probably 4-down territory, and 2nd and goal from the 14, I think they made the right call. Let's see if they can get pressure. They do. McCord, he eludes pressure, throws to the end zone, and it's incomplete. Wow. And looks like somebody is down on the play, the wide receiver. The intended target, I thought it was Harrison.
I believe it is Harrison. Collided
No, but Samir Higgins, actually. The block 2 and the block 8 are tough to differentiate at times, but a big hit in the corner.
Yeah, out there he was collided with 2 LaSalle defenders on the tackle that McCord stepped in through the pocket, eluded some pressure from the LaSalle defense, but and fired it down, unfortunately incomplete. But what's more important is that he's all right.
Yeah, and you know what? I I'm going to go back upon what I said the first time. It is indeed Marvin Harrison, looks to be, as Higgins is walking around. He's fine. We're going to keep the camera off the injury at this time, but there are trainers on the field in the corner, right in the corner of the end zone, taking a look. It looks like Harrison, and he has not gotten up to this point. Obviously, a hush and a level of concern falling over. And now we can take a look. Marvin Harrison being walked off the field here on his own power. And a big hand from this St. Joe's Prep and LaSalle faithful alike.
Great to see Harrison. Definitely a tough guy getting up there. Big collision hit, but, you know, these guys are just powerful and very strong through and throughout, mentally, physically, any way you name it, they're going to fight.
4:02 to go first quarter. And without Harrison, the offense for St. Joe's Prep will come back on the field. 3rd and goal from about the 14-yard line. McCord in the shotgun. He'll drop straight back. A lot of pressure, gets away one more time, and he'll take it out of bounds. Boy, he is elusive at the quarterback position. LaSalle has had some great sustained pressure.
Chased out of bounds by number 34, Sean McFadden.
Again, Sean McFadden with the great defensive pressure and a smart play by McCord there rather than trying to force a touchdown on the run to just go out of bounds, stop the clock, and not cause too much injury.
Well, it looked like McFadden, to your point, staying in the zone look, so he had his eyes in the backfield and knew that when McCord escaped. And you see the jump there. LaSalle will be penalized and perhaps a decision to be made. Half the distance to the goal will take this inside the 5-yard line for 4th down for St. Joe's Prep. They do keep the field goal unit on the field. It'll be a 21-yarder. Left hash, Antonio Chata. Chata's kick is up and good, making it look easy. It's 17-0 St. Joe's Prep.
Field goal is good.
Great job by Chata there. Yet another field goal. A successful field goal for the Hawks, putting them up 21-0 with 3:54 left in the first quarter. Definitely a dominating side for the Hawks here tonight on their senior night. But, you know, LaSalle, they have so much still to offer. They haven't gotten too much on the offensive side working for them, but it's never too late.
Well, they kept St. Joe's Prep out of the end zone, forced them to kick the field goal there. That was good field position for St. Joe's Prep, starting at the 50-yard line. But now LaSalle's offense, Nick, has to get things going with 3:54 here to play in the first quarter.
To kick off.
Justin Machida and Ryan Moore back deep to receive. Another booming high kick. And it will bounce into the end zone a second time.
Touchback.
LaSalle, Nick, believe it or not, about to run its 5th offensive play. A fumbled first snap and then a 3-and-out. And St. Joe's Prep, who got the ball first, scored in the ensuing 2 possessions, both of which started with great field position. So really, LaSalle just trying to look to get the car out of the garage a bit here and see if they can get the offense going. I mean, this is, again, as mentioned, only the 5th snap, and this is a dynamic offense that's been very successful over the first 3 games of the season. Let's see what Gavin Daly can do out of the shotgun here. The give is to Tim Melman. Looked like he got pulled by the face mask. There comes the flag. So it'll be the gain of about 10 yards. They're moving the chains plus another 15.
David Watson.
Great job by Till Melman there to see that he's got the opening on his right or near side and get that first down. Even though there was the penalty, moving the yardage even better, it was LaSalle's first down of the game, which is definitely a positive that they want to see come out on their third drive here.
Yeah, interesting on that play, a fullback, right? And he's certainly quick, but not usually the guy that's running outside the hash marks. He's more you're in between the tackles guy, but wonderful vision by Melman, the senior, kind of the rock of this offense from a leadership standpoint. And a great job there. Now here's Sam Brown. It'll be Gavin Daly running off his left tackle, Ryan Wills, who let a really good block up the middle and pushed the defensive lineman towards the CO logo. Gavin Daly does the rest.
Great job by the Explorers there. Sam Brown coming across left to right on the fake handoff, and Daly taking it to his left for a good yardage.
Here's Sam Brown trying to bounce it to the boundary and taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll be third down and about 2. Going back to that play, the gain of 9, I want to give a shout-out as well to Matt Bowes, who I saw on the replay, carved out that block along with Wills on the left side of that offensive line. That's going to be important for LaSalle here tonight. That one, I think Brown just, tried to get it to the outside, kept trying, but St. Joe's Prep, a great job to string him out, Nick.
Yeah, definitely. Sam Brown, same play almost, that he comes from the left to Daly. This time takes the handoff, and the Prep defense is right on him right away.
Tim Melman in the backfield. Gavin Daly in the shotgun. Daly avoids the first, does not avoid the second. The ball is loose, but they say he was down by contact. Josiah Trotter in there on the stop. It'll be fourth down, and LaSalle will need to punt.
There's almost like a beast coming through that offensive and defensive lines that we saw Trotter jump over a few players just to get a hand on Daly there. Daly was able to get off a little bit there, but a couple seconds later, Trotter's right on top again.
Samir Higgins back deep to receive the Santiago Sterla punt. Sterla, a low driving kick. Higgins has it. At about the 25, pulled down from behind Jalen Hanton there, and we got some flags coming in behind the play.
Of St. Joe's, flag on the play.
And an illegal block in the back looks to be the call. It's going to be against St. Joseph's Prep. That penalty will push the Hawks back.
Good job there by Jalen Hanson to get on Samir Higgins real quick. Only a few yards after contact, but there was the penalty giving the Hawks even worse field positioning to start out on their fourth drive here.
Kyle McCord, the Ohio State-bound quarterback, the senior for St. Joe's Prep. It was senior night here this evening. All of those seniors honored for one of the winningest classes and most successful classes in St. Joseph's Prep football history. Right up the middle. A lot of room for number 22, Blaine Bunch, out to the 30-yard line, a gain of 9.
Blaine Bunch definitely had a very strong run there. And great job by the Prep offensive line, giving him that space to run through prior to the Explorers defense collapsing in on him.
Bunch again in the pistol look. He's the deep back. They'll give it again to Bunch. This time LaSalle got into the backfield, pushing him back. A gain of maybe a half a yard. I think he's going to be a touch short. Third down coming up.
Bunch again on the carry.
It's hard to see a little bit that there was a lot of Explorers on, but I believe Shane McFadden had yet another tackle there. Definitely a beast. Definitely a beast on the defensive side here tonight for the Explorers.
Prep putting the big boys out there. Josiah and Jeremiah Trotter in the backfield at fullback in the diamond look. Right up the middle, and it should be enough. Gain of 2, a first down. They certainly put in their heavy set there and said we're going to run it downhill and see if you can stop it, LaSalle.
Nick Yagadich was also put in there to give that good blocking power in for the Hawks so that they could get the first down, a couple yards.
I was looking on the sideline as well. You know what that signal is for that personnel group? You put the biceps up on both sides, and that is the muscle group if I've ever seen it. Now McCord will throw to the outside. A screen for Samir Higgins along the boundary, taken out of bounds outside the 40-yard line. Gain of 8.
Great job by McCord to get it off quickly to Higgins on the far side for a gain. Good gain. Get them closer to that first down, only a few yards away.
21 seconds left on the clock here in the first quarter. St. Joe's Prep, they lead 17-0.
Hawks awaiting a game plan here.
Noble House this time is going to line up out wide. He's a wide receiver or running back listed on the depth chart. Blaine Bunch in the backfield and McCord in the shotgun. It'll be Blaine Bunch, met at the line, falls forward for 1, maybe 2. It'll be right at the line to gain. It'll depend on the spot, Nick.
Blaine Bunch on the carry.
Great job by the LaSalle defense to stop the Hawks right before the first down, but looks like now they are moving the chains. I thought that they were a yard or even a few inches off.
Call it the nose of the football for a first down, and that'll be the end of the first quarter here at Cardinal O'Hara High School. St. Joe's Prep in control, 17-0 over LaSalle. Want to give a little attention to all LaSalle alumni, and then we're going to give some St. Joe's Prep some love as well. But we want to bring to your attention an upcoming LaSalle Alumni Association sponsored event. On October 21st, there will be a virtual LaSalle business networking event beginning at 4 p.m. and an opportunity for all alumni to connect virtually. Alumni from around the world are welcome to connect via Air Meet. Inviting your classmates and colleagues to join us is also encouraged, and the LinkedIn group continues to grow with more than 1,600 members, and it's a great online community to connect with fellow LaSalle alumni, share job opportunities, and much more. Please join that LinkedIn group for more information, and we're welcoming any alum who might be interested in joining the board or serving on a committee. If you're interested in more information, please attend the virtual event on the 21st of October. We're also going to be showing St. Joe's Prep video at halftime as well. Bill was nice enough to share with me. And pretty cool stuff that you guys have going on down at St. Joe's Prep as well. Two great institutions going at it, as they do every single year, best of rivals. But as I've mentioned before, two schools that do things a lot of the similar ways, and great institutions in the community.
On the play.
False start.
False start against St. Joe's.
Against St. Joe's Prep. Here's Malik Cooper. He got the whole LaSalle defense going one way, and he then went the other.
Great job by Cooper there, just showing his elusiveness of breaking free from the defender, getting out wide open on the far side from us here in the stands, and getting about 5 more to go on the first down. On the second down, excuse me.
Second down at about 5. Another penalty, false start against the Hawks of St. Joe's Prep. So they'll back him up to the initial line of scrimmage.
False start against St. Joe's.
Both teams now have 4 penalties, so evened out a little bit, but as we always say, penalties are the crucial factor. They can kill or not even make, just kill a team in their pursuit of a win.
Blaine Bunch bounces to the outside. Chris Thompson in there on the stop. Sean McFadden getting in the face of the official, arguing for a hold that's not called.
Knocked out of bounds by Chris
Third
Thompson.
down and about 4 yards to go.
Back to midfield.
Great job by Bunch and the
St.
Hawks
Joe's
offensive
third
line
down.
there to give him some space on the wide out and get a good amount of yardage up the field, about 5-6 gain.
Abdul Carter approaches the line, the stellar linebacker here for LaSalle. See if he brings the heat on 3rd and 4. He will bring it. McCord over the top. He's got Malik Cooper inside the 15-yard line, nudged out of bounds. He wants the touchdown, but he stepped out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Malik Cooper, a big-time catch on a Kyle McCord throw.
Great job by Malik Cooper to get wide open on the near side here at Cardinal O'Hara and get down the field for the big gain, about 45 yards.
LaSalle's kept 2 safeties on the field, Nick, for most of the game, but when you're running along the boundary like that, that's still a lot of room and ground for that LaSalle safety to have to make up, and it's a pinpoint pass from Kyle McCord. Not much you can do about that. McCord now throws to the outside. It's tipped and nearly intercepted.
Great job by Ryan Moore there to see where McCord was going and block Malik Cooper from getting the touchdown and putting the Hawks up even more.
You know, one more look. He broke really quickly there when he saw that that's where the route was going. A great job by Moore, the safety for the Explorers. Noble House has the 2 touchdowns for St. Joe's Prep. Ball is spotted at the 3-yard line. Let's see if they go back to him. Noble House scoots through, dives forward. He's going to get maybe 1 yard. He's inside the 2-yard line now.
Noble House on the carry.
There's that same power look, Nick.
Stopped by 47, Paul
You
Jennings.
see it. Josiah Trotter, Jeremiah Trotter, and Nick Yagadich. There's certainly a personnel group going out there on short yardage situations.
LaSalle even bringing in Ryan Willis, as we saw him sprint from the opposing sidelines to come in for this play as well.
3rd and goal, Noble House dives for the end zone, and LaSalle kept him out. That's Chris Thompson, number 44, the middle linebacker.
Noble House.
Great job there by Chris Thompson to come up quickly and stop the Hawks, especially Noble House, from getting in and getting the score.
4th down.
Jalen Hanton got in there on the stop as well. 4th down, St. Joe's Prep stays out on the field. Same personnel group. Noble House again, dives forward. He's in there. Touchdown, St. Joe's Prep.
Noble House.
That's the 3rd touchdown of the night for Noble House.
Great job by Noble House there in the Prep offensive line, giving him that opening. He even had a little bit of a spin move there to get into the end zone. And thank you to our WSJP statisticians for giving us some facts about Noble House. 13 carries, 30 rush yards. That is 2.1 rushes per, and 3 rushing touchdowns. So he's definitely a force here tonight.
The Mike Allstott of Pennsylvania high school football. 30 yards, 13 carries, 3 touchdowns. You kidding me? Fantasy lovers rejoice.
Cooper, and Chada's kick is good.
Chada puts the extra point through, and now really time for this LaSalle team to go back to the drawing board offensively. Got to get something going, I think, Nick, on this drive.
I think definitely even 1 touchdown, even a field goal on this drive will give some confidence, as any mode of getting points gives confidence to any team, no matter the sort of strength. But this LaSalle team, they definitely have the strength. Coming into the game 3-0, they're not 3-0 for just some random reason. They didn't choose the easiest teams. They went and sought good opponents because they're a good team themselves.
And Ryan Moore are deep for LaSalle. Antonio Chada.
No doubt about it. St. Joe's Prep showing their mettle tonight, though. Just playing 1 game earlier this season, but coming out with a bang here, and no doubt a special football team. See what type of answer this Explorer team has. Again, Moore and Machida back deep to receive. Chada bangs one high and deep. That's caught in the end zone, so an automatic touchback here at the high school level.
3 straight touchbacks for Chada and the Hawks. That's definitely something you want to give. Don't give the Explorers any running room to possibly get a return touchdown.
quick opportunity to tell you about our friends at the Jamison Poorhouse. Joe Wade, an offensive coach here at LaSalle, does a great job running the Jamison Poorhouse and was nice enough is always nice enough to have folks out. And they're doing takeout right now, limited indoor seating, and of course outdoor seating, which is so popular now as well. That's the Jamison Poorhouse. Go support a LaSalle-run business. Here's Gavin Daly up the middle. He's got a first down. Was pulled down from behind, and the ball came loose. Looked like he fell on it, but I think they were calling him down beforehand anyway.
Daly on
Great
the
job by the LaSalle quarterback there to see the space he had on the far side, his right, and take the first down. Just the second first down for the Explorers here tonight.
They're going to bring 3 wide, including Sam Brown. Tim Melman on the give, and he went off the right tackle, got maybe 1 or 2 yards. Ryan Carr, the right tackle, and Matthew Garvin at right guard.
And company, second down.
This time Sam Brown's in the backfield. LaSalle going with the hard count. Now a shift from Brown. Gavin Daly again tries to go off right. Able to move through and out of bounds. Another gain of about 2 yards, but St. Joe's Prep stretched it out well.
Great job again by Daly there to get outside and get a few yards. Every few yards matters now. 3rd and 8, so see what they can do.
9 minutes, 11 seconds to play. Three wide. Matt Bowes out there along with Sam Brown and Justin Machida. An important 3rd down play for LaSalle. They're going with the lob, looking for Ryan Moore. And couldn't be brought down. Great defensive play there by Samir Higgins. Make that Keenan Nelson, number 4. In there in coverage. A big-time defensive back that St. Joe's Prep and certainly a lot of colleges are going to be excited about very shortly, if not already. Certainly there are some colleges looking at him, but a long way to go at this program for Keenan Nelson.
Number 37,
Daly a little bit short on that pass, giving Keenan Nelson a little more ease of breaking it up and not allowing the LaSalle first down. So let's see what they can do on the next play.
He had a coming out party last year as a sophomore. Now, as a junior, one of the best cornerbacks in the state. Now Samir Higgins wrestled down there by number 84 for LaSalle, Nick White, the linebacker. Good punt by Sterla.
On the return.
Great job by White there of getting Higgins not too far, giving him only about 5 to 10 yards of carrying room. Did have a nice cut there, Higgins, but came up short a little bit.
Bob Long here along with Nick Leuzzi. Brock Harris is with us on camera doing a great job. Members of the WSJP broadcasting crew in a joint effort with Bob Long Sports here tonight to bring you the action from the Catholic League's best rivalry. Now Kyle McCord drops straight back. He'll fire it over the top, has a man, and again it's caught. This time it's in the end zone. Malik Cooper.
A 56-yard touchdown to number 16.
Great job there by the Hawks. Joint effort by McCord and Cooper for the 56-yard touchdown. You know, Cooper's speed just, Ryan Moore just did not have too much to do with that. He was there in coverage, but Cooper just a little bit step ahead, and with his speed, he eases into the end zone about 5 to 6 yards after the catch.
It's just a tall task, man. He is a tough one to guard. Antonio Chata puts it through. St. Joe's Prep leads 31-0 here over LaSalle. And you can probably tell me better, Nick, whether Cooper is the second or the third option. It almost doesn't matter when you have Marvin Harrison as your number 1 target, with an Ohio State quarterback throwing to you, and then Malik Cooper and Samir Hagans on the outside. It's tough. It's tough to stop all three. And Kyle McCord has showed his ability to make every throw here tonight. Super impressive.
Definitely a very strong wide receiver core. And those three players, as you mentioned, Bob, all have speed, all have great hands, and are all going to great colleges, all going D1 bound. So, you know, everyone has their story, everyone has their power. So see what they do this next drive, LaSalle, to stop them.
For the Explorers.
Ryan Moore, Justin Machida, deep to receive, and Antonio Chata launches it for St. Joe's Prep. Another booming kick by Chata will force Machida back into the end zone. And a touchback.
Touchback.
8 minutes, 34 seconds to go in the second quarter. St. Joe's Prep has scored on each of their offensive drives thus far.
Explorers have definitely used their run play more than their passing play, as their passing options haven't been too reliable for them, as Dalley's 0 for 3 on passing. But the rush game has had some success. We'll see if they continue with that or if they try and turn things around with the passing game.
Ryan Moore splits out. He's guarded by Xavier Atkins on the near side. Daly looks that way, now spins back. He's got to get rid of the football and throws it over the head of Sam Brown. Chased down by Nick Yagadich.
Pass is incomplete. Heavy rush from Nick
Great pressure
Yagadich
there by the Hawks to force Daly to throw it out wide just to get it out of the hands and elude the sack, which the sack would be a good 20 yards about, which definitely would not put the Explorers in very good field position, Bob.
Second down and 10. See if they can get the ball moving here. Two receivers on the near side. No safety there. And we've seen that all night. They put 8 in the box because they trust Nelson and Atkins on the outside. LaSalle rushes it off the right tackle, Ryan Carr, for a gain of about 2 yards.
Sam Brown able to get a few yards there by a great offensive line push, giving him a hole to go through and gain those few yards.
Third down and 8. 8:01 to play, second quarter. Daly hit hard, pulled down by Josiah Trotter. That sack will bring up fourth down, and Sterla will have to punt again. The Trotter duo in the linebacking core, just too much at this point for LaSalle.
Unfortunate turn of events there for LaSalle. In the beginning of the play, the offensive line had a great block so that Daly would not get hit or pressured too hard, sacked, but in the end, he was unfortunately sacked for the Explorers.
Nearly got there. Keenan Nelson was in there. Instead, a really good punt by Sterla, but Samir Hagans with a full head of steam inside the 40, pulled down at the 37-yard line.
40-yard punt for Sterla.
Sean Anderson, the defensive back, in there on the stop.
Across the LaSalle 40.
Take just a minute to tell you about the Binsville team at Cross Country Mortgage, a great place if you are buying a house, hopefully from Jim McLaughlin and Carrie Guerin Boyle, Berkshire Hathaway, of course, but a great place to get your mortgage. He helped us with our home same time, like I said, as we worked with Jim and Carrie, and he was phenomenal. A LaSalle guy, class of 96. Happy to have Keith on board as a member of the team, and happy to spread the good word about the things that he does at Cross Country Mortgage. He's the guy to call. It's the Binsfeld team at Cross Country Mortgage for any and all home buying that you're looking to do. St. Joe's Prep again starts with the ball in LaSalle territory. McCord, he'll take the shot again, this time into double coverage and just overthrown. Ryan Moore that time did a great job tracking it down. It would have been a tough catch there from Malik Cooper. Had to be a perfect pass.
Moore definitely did a better job than last time on the other side in covering Cooper. He knew what he had to do this time, fix his mistakes, and that's what it's all about. You learn from your experiences.
That's really good tracking there. It's man-to-man coverage in the defensive backcourt, but you still need that over-the-top help with guys this strong and this quick and this talented. Pistol look. The give is to Bunch. Off the left tackle and out of bounds. Tracked down there by Amir Anderson along the LaSalle.
Bunch on the carry across the 35.
Along the LaSalle sideline. Third down upcoming, about 7 yards to go. 6 minutes, 36 seconds to play in the second quarter. Score is 31-0 St. Joe's Prep. And if you're just joining us, they have been incredible offensively. They've scored every time they had the football. And McCord, combination of his ability to open up the top of the defense and some strong running from Noble House, he has 3 touchdowns on the evening as well, with Cooper reeling in the other. It'll be Bunch. Kind of looked like a missed play there, but he's still going to get it out past the line to gain. First down for St. Joe's Prep on a gain of 8.
On the carry across the 30.
Didn't that look like a broken play in the backfield a bit there?
It did look like McCord might have originally was supposed to take it to the left of Bunch, as Bunch was a fake handoff, but you know, it worked out for the Hawks here, getting the first down.
Yeah, something about the handoff just looked a little awkward to me, but it is a first down for the Hawks. Take a look at Cooper. He's along the boundary on the far side. Ball on the near hash. This is Blaine Bunch up the middle. Thompson got the initial contact, brought down by a cavalcade of Explorers. Tim Barrett in there as well.
Blaine Bunch on the carry across the 25.
Sean McFadden in the mix there for the Explorers on the
Always.
defensive block.
Second down.
Always, right? He's had a lot of tackles here this evening. He's done a really, really nice job as a sophomore in the linebacking core. McCord will roll and switch fields. What a defensive play by Jalen Hanton. He scoped that one out from the beginning and took down Samir Higgins, who made the play.
Great job by Hanton there to get up on Higgins real quick and stop him to gaining even more yards.
And a missed block there on Hanton. You can't engage until he catches that ball because it looked like he was just beyond the line of scrimmage there. So Hanton able to really jump that route nicely. Third down and 5:14 and ticking here in the second quarter. It would be a 37-yard field goal approximately if they didn't gain another yard, which, as we know, Chata has the leg for. And a timeout called by Tim Roken and the St. Joe's Prep Hawks. They'll talk about it and come up with their third down play.
Definitely a crucial for third down. Not that they need more points, already up 31-0, but you know, when you're that close to the end zone, about 25 out, you know, anything can happen. So this LaSalle defense definitely has to come up big and prevent the touchdown and force the Hawks to kick it for the field goal.
We talked a little bit about the LaSalle Alumni Association and our event coming up on October the 21st virtually. You can check into that. But since this is a joint production with WSJP, Nick, as a senior, why don't you tell us about what's going on at St. Joe's Prep these days?
So at St. Joe's Prep, we actually have our virtual open house this weekend. October 18th, I believe, is the date. Tomorrow. Forgot the date a little bit here. I believe that is 10 to 12 a.m. p.m. So definitely tune in if you are a 6th, 7th, or 8th grader looking to come to the prep.
Third down and 4, they say. 5 minutes to go. McCord looks for the out route, has Higgins, spins, and does get across the first down and a lot more. Pulled down by Chris Thompson. But it's this move right at the height of the route here, Nick, that's going to be the difference between getting this first down and not by Higgins.
Great job by Higgins there to see a little bit of eyes behind him, see the defender coming on, have a nice juke spin move and gain a bunch more yards. I believe about a gain of 5 there.
First down, goal to go. McCord fires towards the end zone. It's incomplete. Samir Higgins was looking for it. Just ran a route right to that back pylon. Came in hot. Pretty good coverage by the LaSalle defender, Jalen Hanton.
Great job by Hanton there, getting up and blocking Higgins from having his first touchdown on the night.
Blaine Bunch up the middle, breaks one tackle into the end zone. St. Joe's Prep scores again. It's 37-0 over LaSalle. Bunch's first touchdown of the evening.
Blaine Bunch has definitely been a force to be reckoned with on the Hawks offensive side. He already has totaled up 37 rush yards on 8 carries, 4.63 rushing yards per carry. And his first touchdown, as you mentioned, Bob, but, it has been coming. He's done a lot of work, him and Noble House, on the running game for the Hawks.
His extra point is good, and this game will move to a running clock.
Another fine long snap from number 26.
35-point lead. A running clock at the high school level. And St. Joe's Prep in full control right now here over LaSalle. Let's talk about our original partner here at Bob Long Sports. Folks that got us off the ground and keep us sustainable here today from an equipment and otherwise standpoint. A really impressive relationship with Dunphy Ford in the Northeast. 7700 Frankfurt Avenue in Philadelphia, dunphyford.com. If you're looking for any type of new vehicle, please consider our friends at Dunphy Ford, a great LaSalle family. Kevin Dunphy, Tyler Dunphy attended LaSalle, and they've done great things. They have a very, very long tenured staff, and you're going to get the best service, sales, and price. And, of course, with a local community and family feel. Support our friends at Dunphy Ford in the Northeast. Antonio Chata will kick it deep. 4 minutes, 12 seconds to play here in the second quarter, and St. Joe's Prep in control, 38-0. This one is returnable, caught at about the 3-yard line. Ryan Moore, he'll bring it towards the LaSalle sideline and taken down inside his own 20.
Great job by Moore there to be able to return that for a good yard and get out to the right so that he could put the Explorers, in a better field positioning.
Again, a Bob Long Sports production here along with WSJP Broadcasting, the student broadcasting group at St. Joseph's Prep. Nick Leuzzi in the booth along with me, Bob Long. Gavin Daly looked like he wanted to take a shot, but runs out of time. He's sacked in the backfield by Nick Jagadich. One more look.
Always a powerful look for always a powerful force, Nick Jagadich on the defensive side, giving good pressure.
Loss of 8.
It's a loss of 8, second down and 18. 3:31 and ticking a running clock here in the first half. Sam Brown, the deep back in the pistol. He'll drive it up the middle. Nice gain for Brown. A gain of about 14 yards. He's out past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Great job by Brown there to get through both the offensive line for the Explorers, giving him a good hole to run through. Big run, his first really big run of the night. He's
Third
had
down.
some success, but this might be the driving force for the Explorers to march down the field with a little bit less than 3 minutes to go and get their first touchdown on the night before half.
Machida comes in motion. Daly looks across the middle. He has Machida right near the line to gain. He got across the 30, and the line to gain was the 30. So first down for LaSalle, gain of 7.
Great job by the Explorers there to Daly to find Machida and get the first down, get the chains moving.
Drive like this, Nick, I think important for confidence building and testing things out. Certainly a game that has gotten away from the Explorers a bit, but important to put something together towards the end of the half. Incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
Second down and 10 upcoming.
Daly missing Bose there, just a little bit out of his reach. And if the Explorers can get something moving, 1 touchdown now, if they come back out at halftime with that confidence boost, they're almost right back in this, only having the lead for the Hawks. So if they can do that, then definitely be positive gain for the Explorers going forward.
2:15 to play, second quarter. St. Joe's Prep brings the rush. Gavin Daly throws it away. Millman is an eligible receiver, the running back, so not intentional grounding there. Third down and 10. That was ferocious pressure by the Hawks.
Definitely another ferocious pressure play by the Hawks defense. Getting past the Explorers offensive line and getting to Daly pretty quickly.
Third down and 10. 2:03 to go. They'll start running the clock in the second half. So the clock is stopped for the time being. Now they'll run a screen, and it was a high ball. It was a good design on that play, intended for Ryan Moore. It'll be fourth down, and the Explorers will punt it away.
Unfortunate turn of events there for the Explorers that they had 2 first downs. I think the most for any drive here tonight for them, that it was looking for some promise before that whistle blows for halftime, and they got to go back and make a new game plan for the second half.
Sterlo will kick it deep. Samir Hagens heels on the 33. Bounces straight up, and a St. Joe's Prep bounce. Fielded at the 45-yard line. The Hawks will start there, led by Kyle McCord with under 2 minutes to play in the second quarter.
Solid punt there by Sterla to get his team outside of their own half and forcing the Hawks to have a little more than half on this positioning.
I am interested in the play call here, up 38, 147 to play second quarter. Whether they take a shot or whether they see what Bunch can do out of the backfield. They do have 2 wide. It's going to be Bunch up the middle. Hit after a gain of 2 yards and taken down in between the tackles.
Blaine Bunch.
Another look.
Across the 45 to the 48. Second down.
Bunch being a force yet again for this Hawks offense.
Front 7 does a nice job by LaSalle of allowing the gain of 2. Now second and 8, 1:16 to go. It'll be Bunch a second time, makes a move, taken down by Thompson and Hanton. Pat Troy in there on the stop as well. It'll be third down and 3.
Bunch across midfield. Stop by
yet another third down for the Hawks.
Third down.
See if they can convert yet again. They have been successful, but LaSalle defense has also been pretty successful in stopping them on certain plays.
To your point, not third down, though. And this would be a big one here before the end of the half, just to get that stop. It's going to be close. Needed to get to the 45. They're walking out at the 45. My guess is they're going to move the chains on that one. Still no call, and they're going to mark them right at the 45-yard line. That looks to me like where that marker is. As of right now, it's fourth down. The clock ticks away at 25 seconds, and they may not run another play.
Let's run out the clock here. If they do, maybe like a QB sneak type play or
that would be something. I think they're just going to let this one run. There is no urgency on either side. We're under 9 seconds to play in the second quarter, and that's the way it's going to end. St. Joe's Prep dominating thus far. The first 24 minutes of football, they lead 38-0 over LaSalle. And LaSalle needs to go to the locker room and just find a way to get some positive momentum and try to win the second half, I think, at this point, because St. Joe's Prep has really come out and been very successful in every facet of the game. A tremendous football program, no doubt, and I think an opportunity for learning here from LaSalle in the second half. We'll take a break. We'll come back in just a few minutes. You're watching LaSalle College High School football against St. Joseph's Prep, a joint broadcast. Bob Long Sports here, as well as WSJP Broadcasting. Nick Leuzzi, class of 2021 at St. Joe's Prep, is my color commentator, along with Brock Harris on camera. Stay with us.
The coaches at LaSalle are great because they strive for you to be your best.
I was able to maximize my full potential in terms of opportunity in football, wrestling, and lacrosse.
They're going to be pushed to be the best they can be in the classroom, on the field, in the pool, and just overall as a person.
Student first, athlete second. Before you have success on the field, you have to have success in the classroom so you can be on the field.
One thing I think makes LaSalle Athletics stand out are the facilities that we have. One thing I think makes the athletic programs here so strong is definitely the coaching and the staff.
I think I've improved as a competitor here at LaSalle because I'm always being pushed by coaches and by my peers. Seeing my peers work hard makes me want to work harder as well.
No matter what your interests are, every single person here is going to make sure that you're able to fulfill your dreams and what you want to do.
What allows us to keep winning is just our really strong sense of tradition and pride. We know that 30 years before us they won the PCL, so we're going to go out there and we're going to do our best to succeed like the guys before us did.
Everybody, welcome into the Nittany Lions Sports Report. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the Nittany Lions Sports Report live on Bob Long Sports. Today we're going to talk about the offensive line and our man of the hour, the chef, the man himself.
This year, you're going to see all four guys run. They all bring a different style.
The quarterback is going to read the defensive end's eyes and make a determination. Am I going to keep this football or am I going to hand it off to the running back? And that is generally the point of the RPO. Look who we have. We have Chris Perangeli, our guest picker for the evening.
What does your character look like? Does it bounce back after each setback? Does it stand out by standing up? Does it make good on good intentions? Character is invisible until it's not. Only through action will the world know what it's made of. What you're made of. Find out how you can strengthen the character of your community alongside empowered veterans and families of the fallen at travismanion.org.
People ask me why I'm giving up a year of my life to help kids. I say, who says I'm giving up anything?
If kids who drop out are 8 times more likely to end up in prison, do we open more prisons or mines?
Here is enter to learn and leave to serve.
Not only are you expected to be great academically or athletically, but we also expect you to help serve your community.
Starting freshman year, LaSalle really introduces you to service through freshman branch out day, which is required for all the freshmen, and that kind of gives you an idea of what kind of service the LaSalle offers.
Administering service is important at LaSalle because it's voluntary. It's not mandatory. Kids can participate in whatever service program they want to. We have a ton of service programs during the school year, but then there's also summer service trips.
Every day after school there'll be trips into Philadelphia or the surrounding communities. And then during the summers there's service trips for juniors heading into their senior year to different places like Puerto Rico, Rome, Navajo Nation, St. Lucia, California.
One of my favorite ones is the Secret Santa service trip. On Christmas Eve, during the morning, you go to people's houses and deliver presents to them who aren't as fortunate, so they wouldn't be getting those presents if we didn't go deliver them.
Service does allow you to make new friends or get closer to your peers that you didn't think you were close with.
Sometimes I wonder, why I'm doing service. I have a lot of things on my plate, but the feeling that I get after I go there, it's beyond anything.
Other kids, who come from less fortunate families, they don't have the same opportunities that we have. So what we can do is give those less fortunate kids a way of life, a way of where we could give them what we have so that they could benefit and be able to learn from us so that they could be the best versions of themselves.
Welcome back inside Cardinal O'Hara High School, site of LaSalle against St. Joseph's Prep, and the Hawks of St. Joseph's Prep in control, 38-0 over the LaSalle Explorers. This halftime is brought to you by Treasure Sign, a great place to get any type of sign that you'd like. Was talking to Chris Convey just before the game. One of the Convey brothers, Jim and Chris, they do a tremendous job over at Treasure Sign, and if you're looking for a portfolio, something to evaluate their work, you got to look no further than the LaSalle College High School campus. They've done all the signage on LaSalle's campus, and it lasts and stands the test of time. Weather protected and tremendous carved signs outside. All the digital and graphic type signs you could want inside the building, and they've outfitted LaSalle. They can certainly outfit your business as well. That's our friends at Treasure Sign. Go visit their website for more information on what they can do for you. Also brought to you by E&M Insurance, an independent local insurance agency serving the area's business and personal insurance needs. E&M Insurance is owned and operated by Chris Marr, class of 1989 at LaSalle and father of Brendan, class of 2018, and Ryan, class of 2020. E&M, located in North Wales, Pennsylvania, has been serving the Delaware Valley insurance needs since 1988, built on the principles of providing superior customer service and quality insurance solutions for our customers. As an independent agent, E&M works with a select group of highly rated insurance companies that have proven their performance over the years and can help to provide solutions for your business or personal insurance on all levels. For any of you in the LaSalle community who have youthful age drivers, call E&M Insurance to see if they can improve your coverage and save you money, because I know that can add up. No doubt about that. Look for them on the web at eandminsurance.com. That's E-A-N-D-M insurance.com, E&M. Or find us on Facebook. The Marr family, Chris, Shay, Maddie, Brendan, and Ryan, have enthusiastically supported the LaSalle community for a long time. They do so now and wish Coach Steinmetz and the entire Explore football team a successful season. Thanks so much for your support. We'll take one more break, be back in just a few minutes for the beginning of the second half here on Bob Long Sports.
The coaches at LaSalle are great because they strive for you to be your best.
I was able to maximize my full potential in terms of opportunity in football, wrestling, and lacrosse.
They're going to be pushed to be the best they can be in the classroom, on the field, in the pool, and just overall as a person.
Student first, athlete second. Before you have success on the field, you have to have success in the classroom so you can be on the field.
One thing I think makes LaSalle Athletics stand out are the facilities that we have. One thing I think makes the athletic programs here so strong is definitely the coaching and the staff.
I think I've improved as a competitor here at LaSalle because I'm always being pushed by coaches and by my peers. Seeing my peers work hard makes me want to work harder as well.
No matter what your interests are, every single person here is going to make sure that you're able to fulfill your dreams and what you want to do.
What allows us to keep winning is just our really strong sense of tradition and pride. We know that 30 years before us they won the PCL, so we're going to go out there and we're going to do our best to succeed like the guys before us did.
Everybody, welcome into the Nittany Lions Sports Report. Good evening, everybody. Welcome into the Nittany Lions Sports Report live on Bob Long Sports. Today we're going to talk about the offensive line and our man of the hour, the chef, the man himself.
This year, you're going to see all four guys run. They all bring a different style.
The quarterback is going to read the defensive end's eyes and make a determination. Am I going to keep this football or am I going to hand it off to the running back? And that is generally the point of the RPO. Look who we have. We have Chris Perangeli, our guest picker for the evening.
What does your character look like? Does it bounce back after each setback? Does it stand out by standing up? Does it make good on good intentions? Character is invisible until it's not. Only through action will the world know what it's made of. What you're made of. Find out how you can strengthen the character of your community alongside empowered veterans and families of the fallen at travismanion.org.
People ask me why I'm giving up a year of my life to help kids. I say, who says I'm giving up anything?
If kids who drop out are 8 times more likely to end up in prison, Do we open more prisons or minds?
Welcome back. Just a few seconds to go until we get underway here in the second half. And an opportunity to tell you that Monday night is a great night to visit LaSalle's campus for our Experience the Arts Night, an admissions event for prospective families in the 5th through 8th grade, where they will learn more about our award-winning band, theater, as well as the speech and debate programs. Pre-register today at lschs.org/admissions. That's LaSalle's Experience the Arts Night, an admissions event for our prospective families in 5th through 8th grade. So, Nick, your thoughts on the first half? Clearly, a very, very strong half for St. Joe's Prep, but is there anything in particular that stuck with you?
So I think just their momentum, that's really what brings the team that we're waiting for LaSalle to get a little bit of that. That the Hawks had moved with their own pace, their own command, and that was pretty fast. Maybe a little too fast for the Explorers. Obviously, we don't know what their game plan is, anything like that. I definitely could not play against such a team. I would definitely do a lot worse than these players. But, yeah, just keeping their composure, keeping that comfortability is definitely a key factor in success.
St. Joe's Prep will kick it deep to LaSalle. They'll start with the football this half, running clock. Brock Harris on camera, Nick Leuzzi, my color commentator, and Bob Long here for Bob Long Sports. We're underway. Deep into the end zone. That one nearly went out the back of it, and Chada bangs his longest kick thus far tonight. Gavin Daly back out for the LaSalle offense. They're dressed in the white with the gold helmets. Here's my takeaway for this St. Joe's Prep. Let's talk defense, right? Since St. Joe's Prep is on defense. What I find so impressive is rarely will they commit more than one safety, and a lot of times it's no safety look because they trust Atkins and Nelson so much, and they're such strong and physical cornerbacks that they can put 8 in the box and make it so tough on an opposing rushing attack, and I think that's part of what's happened here tonight. Under center. The give is to Sam Brown. Met at the line, maybe nudges forward for 1.
Sam Brown on the carry, stopped by number 10, Nick Yagan.
See LaSalle go back to the running game yet again.
No gain.
Like prior to the game, we were talking about, Bob, LaSalle might, or even Prep, both teams, because it's so cold here tonight, I believe about 40 degrees. So definitely a cold October night. It's supposed to warm up a little bit, but for tonight, the running game might be what it's going to be.
Second down and 10. It's Sam Brown up the middle again. Got the full head of steam. Muscles forward. Call it a gain of 3. Out to the 25-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 5.
Yeah, another good job by Sam Brown there to get a few yards and keep the line of scrimmage moving.
3rd down.
A running clock here in the 3rd. 38-0 St. Joe's Prep. 3rd and 5. A shift on the defensive line. Now the snap. Sam Brown heads the other way off the right tackle. Right near the first down marker. Did he get to the 30? He might have come up just short. Nope, they're calling it a first down. He got right to that line to gain. Only need the nose of that football, Nick, to go and even touch that 30-yard marker. The reason you know that is because it was a touchback.
First down.
So you know right where that ball started.
Great job by Sam Brown there. He had a nice cut inside, quick outside just to get that first down. Definitely probably second best to his 15-yard run earlier.
A new look here for LaSalle. Ryan Moore out of the Wildcat. Gavin Daly, he comes out wide. And it will be Ryan Moore off the right tackle and across the 35-yard line, wrestled out of bounds at the 37. Let's call it a gain of 7 for the Explorers.
Wildcat having a great success for the Explorers here, gaining the yardage and keeping the line of scrimmage moving. Maybe with this momentum, they could get something moving here and possibly get a score.
9:18 to play, third quarter. Daly back into the huddle, and he'll come back under center. An I formation. Haven't seen much of this look here tonight for LaSalle. It's been primarily Daly out of the shotgun. Tim Melman shuffles the feet, moves forward, gets right to the 40-yard line. And it is a first down for the Explorers.
Yet another successful run play for the Explorers here at Cardinal O'Hara High School.
LaSalle first down.
Nose of the football is right on the 40-yard line. Midfield is the line to gain for LaSalle. And Brown's hit hard, taken down on the outside. Number 3, Julian Talley coming out of the safety spot.
For a loss by number 3.
Brown looked to have promise on that play before Talley comes out of nowhere with his speed and tackles him down for the loss.
It's a really strong play from Talley. Second down and 13. 7:57 to play and ticking here in the third. Daly on the rollout, and he'll throw that one away. Hounded by 3 St. Joe's Prep Bucks, including Nick Jagadich.
Great pressure there by Jagadich, Trotter, and I believe Dan Daly as well. They were able to get on Daly. I don't know if they have a relation there. That'd be pretty cool if they're like cousins or something like that.
There you go.
Great pressure there by the Prep defense.
Third down and 13. Daly looked like he wanted to take a shot. Now will fire it on the run, high and wide, intended for Tim Melman. There was a little bit of contact there in the area, pass interference, but either way, that's uncatchable. The flag saying in the pocket is the right no call, and it's fourth down.
Positive and negative on that play. Daly was able to roll out to his left. Negative, he overthrew Tim Melman there. So, you know, there's always that positive to point out. Unfortunately, another turn of events for LaSalle that they're going to have to punt away, but definitely promise shown in that drive.
Santiago Sturla boots a good one towards the boundary, takes a LaSalle hop inside the 20-yard line. Nicely done by Sturla.
About 50 yards on the punt there. Definitely his best on the night by Sturla. So showing that maybe he can do something, given the Explorers defense, something to push the Hawks back and stop them, possibly not getting a touchdown or any score on this drive.
Yeah, Nick, he's done a really nice job for this LaSalle team this year, both the extra points, field goals, but also punts and things of that nature, kicking it deep. He's a solid high school football kicker and a real asset to this LaSalle program.
Got to have a strong leg for both the punter and kicker, and he definitely is that.
Kyle McCord out there, the offense, has been successful each time down the field, just once being limited to a field goal. in their 6 offensive drives. Blaine Bunch up the middle, taken down after a gain of 4. Chris Thompson in there on the stop, along with Paul Jennings.
Stop by Zach Bache. Second down.
Great job by Bunch yet again to get a few yards, as he has consistently gotten tonight for the Hawks.
Bouncing to the outside. Nice job by Bunch to withstand the first would-be tackler. Now hit out of bounds by the St. Joe's sideline by Sean McFadden.
Great job yet again by Sean McFadden, that name that keeps coming up for the Explorers. Definitely a crucial part of their defense.
Yeah, he actually missed the first tackle. It was a great stiff arm by Bunch, but stayed with the play all the way to the end line. It's 3rd down and 2 yards. They need the 30 for a first down. And again, it's Bunch, the deep man in the pistol. Bunch has a lot of room, first down and a lot more. Trying to outrun Brennan Miller on the boundary, and he's taken down just past the 50. Gain of 22 for Blaine Bunch on the run.
Keep saying this, but great run by Blaine Bunch. Has great speed, just as a lot of the offense do for the Hawks, especially their running backs and fullbacks. Get down the field, get some open space in. Little glimpse at what we can see if he gets by a couple of Salle defenders.
Ooh, nice catch there by Kyle McCord. Now an opportunity off tackle. It's taken down after a gain of 4 yards, number 32, Kasim Phillips.
On the carry. To the 46.
Again, a sure-handed quarterback like that was not a great shotgun snap, but caught it with the one hand, all in one motion, fed it off to Phillips, and they keep the ball moving down the field.
McCord, definitely an experienced quarterback. That definitely helps.
Phillips hit behind the line, able to nudge forward for about 1, maybe a half a yard gain. 3rd down, 6 yards it looks like to go.
Shane Hagan.
See what the Explorers' game plan here is to stop the Hawks of getting on yet another first down. Have not been successful so far. Hawks haven't needed to punt at all. Let's see what they do here.
McCord has yet to throw the ball in the second half. He was 11 for 17 for 229 yards in the first half. They'll run it for Phillips again up the middle. Keeps churning the legs inside the 40. That's a gain of 7 and enough for a first down.
Great run by the freshman there, making a name for himself early on this football team.
7 for a St. Joe's first down.
Just churning those legs across the 40-yard line. Nicely done. We haven't seen much of Phillips. St. Joe's Prep able to get a few reserves in here and spread the carries around. This one's up the middle. Big hit there. Taken down behind the line.
Eric Sanchez on the carry.
Paul Jennings, it looked like, in there on the stop.
Paul Jennings.
Great job by Jennings to eat up Sanchez there. Yet another freshman. So the Hawks are getting their freshman running back some carries here and some experience.
Sanchez stays in there as a deep back. 2nd down and 11, and McCord is going to tell the freshman to line up in the pistol. And some veteran leadership there by McCord, patting his own chest, saying, hey, my bad.
False start against St. Joe's.
But that's exactly why you want to get out there and get live reps in a game like this. If you're Sanchez, the freshman, clearly a lot of talent there, a guy they are very excited about here at St. Joe's Prep, but got to figure out where you're standing beforehand, and it's going to be a great experience for him to get some time in this game. Now tracked down by Sean McFadden again. That's another loss of 2, and it'll be 3rd down and about 17.
Great job by Sean McFadden. Maybe he knew from the prior play, delay of game, that they just went right back with it, that he knew where Sanchez was possibly going to go and was able to meet him prior to getting any yardage.
.46 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. It's flown by in the running clock, and St. Joe's Prep has yet to throw the football. This certainly would be the time to do so if they want to. Instead, it'll be Sanchez again, hit by Thompson, trying to pull the ball out, and it is loose. Right along the sideline And I think that ball went out of bounds, so it did. No recovery with the sideline right there. It'll be 4th down, and St. Joe's Prep will punt. The only question is, with 16 seconds and ticking, will it be in the 3rd or the 4th quarter that they actually punt it deep?
Great leadership there by Max Fisher. I don't know if you saw, but after the play, Sanchez was a little distraught, a little upset with himself, but, you know, Captain Max Fisher and center, senior, he was with Fisher. He was with Sanchez, like, you know, it's all right. You get your drives, you get your chances. You got to make the most of them, but if you have something bad, just turn it over and look at the next play.
Heading to the 4th quarter here. 38-0, St. Joe's Prep in control over LaSalle. Bob Long, Nick Leuzzi, Brock Harris with us on camera. Tell you about our good friends at the Binsfeld team at Cross Country Mortgage. Great place to, when you're buying your new home, to get the great service that Keith's team offers. Check them out at Cross Country Mortgage Binsfeld team. You can check them out on their website as well. And Keith, a LaSalle graduate, can give you all the intel that you could ever possibly need on buying a new house and finding the right rate and product to do so. St. Joe's Prep will kick it deep. Xavier Atkins, the punter. LaSalle nearly got there. This a high punt. LaSalle's got to get away. Does take a bit of a St. Joe's Prep hop. Josiah Trotter at the 25 will touch it.
Decent good punt there by Atkins. First punt of the night. You know, his leg might be a little bit cold, but still a good yardage to put the Explorers deep into their own territory.
My leg's a little bit cold, to be honest. Every part of me is pretty cold right about now, Nick. It is turning from fall to what comes after fall. Not looking forward to that, but it is cold here tonight. There's no doubt. 11:05 and ticking here in the 4th quarter. St. Joe's Prep still leads 38-0. LaSalle looking to get it going offensively here, right up the middle. A gain of about 2.
Tim Melman on the carry. Stopped by number 41.
Great job there by Noah Click to come on top of the LaSalle running back and stop him pretty quickly. Only a few yards gained, but, you know, stop him quick.
2nd down at about 9. They run that motion, and there was movement. Whether it was induced by St. Joe's Prep or just LaSalle moving, to wait the call. And it was offside against St. Joe's Prep. It'll be 2nd down and short upcoming for LaSalle.
Still 2nd down.
See what the Explorers can do here. See if they can get something going. You know, Bob, if they can get something going, maybe get some points for the last 10 minutes, be a positive going into next game.
I formation, Sam Brown. He's got the 1st down and runs through another tackler out to about the 39-yard line. A gain of 5 and a 1st down for LaSalle.
That 6'2" stats are definitely coming in handy for Sam Brown there. After being wrapped up at his feet, he was able to stretch and get a few extra yards to be able to convert the 1st down.
An empty set now in motion. Sam Brown on the jet sweep. Couldn't make one miss, though. What a defensive play. Number 39, Rocco Nickel.
Great low tackle by the junior.
Nickel. 2nd down.
Nicely done there by Nickel. It's 2nd down and 8. 9 minutes, 2 seconds to go. LaSalle's 2nd offensive drive of the 2nd half. Bouncing it up the middle. Tim Melman bounces off the tackle, still nudged forward. Gain of about 9 yards. Maybe 6. He needs about 1 more for a 1st down. 3rd down and 1 upcoming.
Great job by Melman there to power through and get a few yards after contact, putting the Explorers closer to that first down marker.
They need the 49 on their own side of the field for the first down. 8:19 to play. The eye set, and it will be Melman. Hit in the backfield. Keeps the legs churning to the plus side of midfield. First down for LaSalle.
Tim Melman across midfield for a first
Great
down.
job yet again by Melman. He's definitely a force to be reckoned with, as we've seen time in and time out, that the Explorers, him and Sam Brown, their running backs, are definitely a force to be reckoned with.
He ran into his right guard, Matthew Garvin, and kept the legs churning forward. See if they go with the left side of this line here as Sam Brown comes in motion. They will throw it out for Brown. Stutters once to get by one defender and stays along inside the boundary, inside the 35-yard line. That's a first down.
Screen pass complete.
Great job by Daly to find Brown out on the wide and get some yardage there. Big gain, his second most of his, I think maybe his first most of the yards gained in the game. That moving the chains, Salle in great position on the 35.
Trying to get a score here, absolutely. 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Trying to get that goose egg off the board. Sam Brown makes one miss and now jumps up the middle. Look at him go inside the 20 to about the 13-yard line. Sam Brown gets north and south so quickly, stops on a dime, and is able to just charge down the field. One more look here. So Ray plants that foot at the 40 and is gone.
Another great run by Sam Brown, showing just how powerful. Glimpses of what we saw last year at Wissahickon High School in the PCL opener for 2019 between the Hawks and the Explorers.
Gavin Daly right up the middle. He's going to go to the end zone. Touchdown, LaSalle.
Gavin Daly.
Explorers are on the board. A nice RPO that time. Read the defensive end's eyes and sliced right up the middle. A good decision to keep by Daly.
Great job by the senior quarterback there. Seen that opening from his great offensive line and taking it in for the score. Getting that goose egg, as you said, Bob, off the scoreboard and putting LaSalle up, even if it's late, only 6 minutes to go. You know, any points matter.
Santiago Sterla up and good with the extra point. And it's 38-7. Tell you about Jim and Carrie one more time at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services, Fox and Roach Realtors. Jim McLaughlin, Carrie Guerin Boyle, but my wife and I just call them Jim and Carrie. They were the folks that helped us get across the finish line buying our perfect dream house, and we could not be more appreciative of their availability, flexibility, and professionalism. If you're looking to buy a new house, a shore house, looking to sell a house, these are the folks for you. Well connected within the LaSalle community and proud supporters of Bob Long Sports and LaSalle Athletics. You might also be thinking, coming from the game or wherever you might be, can I grab something to eat here tonight? The answer is yes, you can at the Jamison Poorhouse, run in part by the Wade family. Joe Wade, the offensive coordinator for LaSalle. Great place to dine outside. Maybe not this evening, but Thursday evening would have been a great time for it. And you can do takeout. They have limited indoor dining as well as per government regulations throughout the state. Jamison Poorhouse, our favorite spot to go after the games.
And Brendan Lenahan are deep for St. Joe's.
Santiago Sterla angles this one towards the sideline. It is going to take a hop. Trouble there. It's batted out of bounds. Pretty good play by Julian Talley to just take a swat at it with the right mitt, knowing that the boundary was right there. One more look.
Hawks ball.
It's going to bounce right behind Talley there, as you see, inside the 30, and just kind of takes a swat with that right hand. The sideline is your friend.
Very smart play there, Bob, by Julian Talley, the Penn commit.
See? There's an intelligence level there when you're going to UPenn, Nick. Knows the game.
Dane Picarillo and the Hawks offense take over 1st and 10.
Now look at this, Dane Picarillo into the game at quarterback. Great game for Kyle McCord. Did not throw a pass in the second half. Finishes 11 for 17, 223 yards in the air and a touchdown. Run right up the middle. The pile continues to push forward. That's going to be a gain of about 4 yards for St. Joe's Prep.
Menold on the carry.
Great job by Andrew Mennel getting in his first minutes of tonight's game and powering through with a good couple yards.
.425 to go. 2nd and 7. Picarillo in the shotgun. He'll hand it off right up the middle. Some room there, but met by the linebacking core of LaSalle. Sean McFadden, I think, in there on the stop again.
Mennel again with the run, powering through and showing that he's a tough guy. Dual athlete playing goalie for SJP lacrosse as well.
Well, that's cool. That's cool. Love to hear the two sport athletes. LaSalle, of course, a lot of those as well. It's an important facet of high school athletics and really just development in sport as a whole for a lot of these athletes that'll take their talents to the next level in college. Really cool that through the end of their senior year of high school, they can still play two sports at the same time. Well, maybe not at the same time, but in the same school year.
Correction, 4th down.
4th down coming up. LaSalle got a good stop on that 3rd down run. And it doesn't look to me, unless they're going to put Chata out there to punt. I guess they will. So we've seen Atkins punt. Haven't seen Chata yet. This is the 2nd punt of the night for St. Joe's Prep. But Antonio Chata, who's been perfect on extra points, lets it go. A high punt. And it's dropped by LaSalle, thankfully for Moore's sake, as he knows he's got to go back to that sideline. He's able to recover it and save some face. LaSalle, the offense will come back out onto the field.
To the LaSalle 41.
Great job by the senior there. Many different assets for the LaSalle offense and defense and doing a lot of different jobs. But, you know, sometimes you do muff it. Cold night, might have hit the wrong way, hands too far apart. But always good to come back out and stop the Hawks from taking that as a turnover.
Daly pressured, able to move to his right. Firing for Matt Bowes, and it's incomplete.
Pass is incomplete.
A lot of speed all over, especially the pressure from Daly's left side by the Hawks. And Sean Walker also having some good coverage there downfield so that Daly could not find the open receiver on the sidelines.
I was going to say that's a nice job there by, like you said, Sean Walker to get all the way to the sideline and cover a really athletic tight end in Matt Bowes. He's been a tough cover for the first 3 teams that LaSalle's played this year. .138 to go, final 2 minutes of action. And Gavin Daly scrambles, has his eyes down the field, now takes off with it and steps out of bounds a yard prior to midfield.
Gavin Daly out of bounds.
Smart play there by Gavin Daly to look outside, take his run. He was looking behind him, seeing who was coming on, while looking up front and just stepping out rather than enforcing contact.
Sam Brown on 3rd and 1. Has a big gain, runs through a tackler, but that tackler, that's Sean Walker again, hanging on to the foot of Sam Brown. Out to the 45-yard line, a 1st down for LaSalle, but without Walker's shoestring, could have been worse.
Sean Walker, definitely a force to be reckoned with. Was a great, reliable player on the defensive side last year, having even a blocked punt on special teams in the state championship game. So you know he can do it all.
35 seconds left. Clock is ticking here, so let's see if LaSalle takes a shot. Daly does fire down the middle, wide open. It's caught. Touchdown, LaSalle. In there, number 38, Noel Henry.
Daly's pass.
Here's another look. Let's see. Right at the 45-yard line. And he is absolutely still behind the line of scrimmage. And Noel Henry just lost in coverage.
A little bit of hesitation there by Daly. Stutter stepping in, maybe shaking off even a few prep defenders, leaving wide open to get the touchdown. Easy touchdown.
So Santiago Sterla will tack on the extra point, looking to make this a 38-14 game. Sterla's driving kick does go through. And it's 38-14 St. Joe's Prep, but LaSalle gets a touchdown in the final 18.6 of the game. This portion of the game brought to you by E&M Insurance for all the commercial and personal insurance needs that you have. And Chris Marr, who is a LaSalle graduate and runs the organization, he said especially those youthful drivers that LaSalle families might be thinking, that's a little expensive. Nick, I'm sure you're driving. I'm sure your parents are paying a pretty penny for your car insurance. Not that you're not a great driver, but if Chris and the guys can take a look at your personal or commercial insurance, I know he'd appreciate it. A good LaSalle man, part of the Alumni Association, and a sponsor of what we do here at Bob Long Sports, as well as the Explorer football program. Visit them at E&Minsurance.com. That's E-A-N-D-M Insurance. E&Minsurance.com.
Are deep for St. Joe's.
What do you think, Nick? Was it fun being part of the LaSalle and specifically the Bob Long Sports family here tonight?
Definitely a great experience. Thank you, Bob, for having me on. This is actually my first time doing video broadcasting, normally doing it off of Blog Talk Radio.
Okay.
Just straight audio, but, you know, it's good experience, always learning. And, you know, that's always how you got to get better. If you're looking to do anything, always more experience. And with such an experienced guy like you, definitely someone that I'm going to keep watching closely and looking up to for leadership.
Well, I appreciate that. I wish you the best. You did a great job here tonight, as did Brock Harris on camera. Our guys doing stats, feeding us all night. We appreciate that as well. Bill Avington with WSJP Broadcasting, as well as Chris Carabello within the LaSalle Communications Department for helping to set that up. Dan DiBerardinis, the athletic director at St. Joseph's Prep, and Joe Parisi, the athletic director at LaSalle. A really good joint effort here tonight. Certainly enjoyed the time, and it was a great opportunity to broadcast and speak directly to the Philadelphia Catholic League fans and beyond. St. Joe's Prep, as impressive as you could be. 38 points in the first half. Kyle McCord everywhere, and a great rushing attack. A strong defensive effort as well. LaSalle able to crawl back. 14 points in the second half. A really good opportunity, I think, for them to learn a little something from this game and hold their heads high coming out of this one. There is more Philadelphia Catholic League football to come. LaSalle will take on Roman Catholic as well as Archbishop Wood before the regular season is said and done. St. Joseph's Prep will have the same opponents at the 6A level. And Nick, it's going to be a fun run the rest of the way. You know, St. Joe's Prep, they won a state championship last year without Kyle McCord and with Malik Cooper running the show at quarterback. McCord, healthy. Trotter, healthy. And Marvin Harrison, we didn't see a ton of him. We're going to have to keep an eye on that injury. We saw him get injured on a hit in the end zone in the first half. Hopefully he can return healthy. But a force to be reckoned with, a deserved #1 ranked team in the state of Pennsylvania, and moving on victorious 2-0.
Yeah, definitely. Both sides even. We're probably going to see them against each other later in the year, possibly in the playoffs. So I'm not entirely sure what the format is this year, if there will be a specific game or if they're just going to go to cities, anything like that. But if there is, you definitely know that the Hawks and the Explorers are going to battle it out here, wherever that may be, to go on and in their dreams of winning a state championship.
One more shout out to our guys at Treasure Sign, Jim and Chris Convey, for sponsoring LaSalle College High School football and Bob Long Sports. Appreciate them. And if you're looking for any type of signage whatsoever, whether for personally or commercially, Treasure Sign is the place to go. the LaSalle Alumni Association as well wants to invite everyone to the October 21st virtual LaSalle Business Networking event at 4 o'clock p.m., an opportunity for everybody to connect via Air Meet, which is a virtual platform to get together. Again, that's the virtual event on the 21st of October, and join the LaSalle Alumni Association and the alumni group on LinkedIn. A great broadcast here, Nick. Thanks so much for being a part of it and joining the family here at Bob Long Sports. Brock Harris, thank you. Great job, my friend. A wonderful job behind the camera for the St. Joe's Prep student here, and honestly the rest of LaSalle and St. Joe's Prep folks that have been behind this broadcast. I really appreciate it. And again, I'll say one more time, very impressed as a road broadcaster here at this St. Joe's Prep team. They are deserved as the #1 team in the state. LaSalle hung around and really played a strong second half. I think something to take away there, and a lot of season still ahead of them. That's it for us tonight here from Cardinal O'Hara High School. Your final St. Joe's Prep 38, LaSalle 14. Our next broadcast comes up in a couple weeks as LaSalle returns to Philadelphia Catholic League play. And until then, for Nick Leuzzi, Brock Harris, I'm Bob Long saying so long here from Delaware County, and we'll see you next time here on Bob Long Sports.